Blurays podcast, where we watch Blu-rays and we take the biscuit. I'm your host James, joined by my fiancée Jade.
Hello.
And it's Christmas.
It's Christmas time.
Happy Christmas.
There's no need to be afraid.
What?
That's quoting.
Bad. Right, of course. Okay, then we got very sinister really quickly.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
It'd be the way sometimes.
But in other news, jingle bells, jingle bells.
Jingle all the way.
Hey! This is the Jingle All The Way. Welcome to the Jingle All The Way episode of the Biscuits Blurays podcast.
Why are you talking like that?
Do you think I should do it like that from now on?
Why?
I don't know. I feel like we're going to go for ASMR sort of thing. Do you think we should?
No, it's weird.
Okay. Jingle All The Way is a Christmas movie.
It is.
Yeah, it is. Came out in 96. We were alive then.
We were alive. I was barely alive. I was alive during this time.
Okay, as was I. I never saw this at the cinema. This was always a video thing.
Yeah, it was like a Blockbusters sort of thing.
Was it ever on the TV?
It must have been, but I've never seen it on TV, or not that I can remember.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it hasn't been, though.
But back in 1996, we didn't realise what sort of classic we had on our hands.
Oh, we did not.
Here's the thing, and I know I do this quite a lot, where I say, "Oh, I'm not going to ruin what I think of it, whatever." But I have had, because we watched it tonight, I've had a really good time with this.
Oh, we had so much fun watching this. We watched this at the cinema, guys.
So yeah, I think Cineworld. We're not sponsored,
Yeah.
but we can name them.
Yeah.
They're showing a few Christmas movies on the big screen.
Yeah, I mean, OD might be as well, but Cineworld's our local.
Yeah, so we've gone, okay, well, we'll see Jingle All The Way, and then we'll see Home Alone 1, maybe 2. Mm-hmm. And there's a few other things on as well. Muppets Christmas Carol, isn't there?
Muppets Christmas Carol. It is on.
What?
It's on Christmas Eve, but you don't want to watch it.
Oh, I thought Christmas
Oh, no,
Eve.
it's not. I think it's on the 23rd. And then they're playing Miracle on 34th. No, they're not. It's Wonderful Life.
Oh, you want the moon?
Yeah, that's the one.
See the word.
I think Elf. They're showing quite a few Christmas films, which I think is quite nice. I think it's only £5 a ticket.
Is it?
I only know that because I've told people at work to go.
You told people at work to go and see Jingle All The Way today?
Not Jingle All The Way, but I told them other films was on. So I think some of them are going to see Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus, the movie.
Why wouldn't you tell them to see this? Because this is...
They were all busy.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, it sucks to be them.
It does suck to be them because they missed out on a banger.
I hold my hands up and I say, I admit when a film is bad. This is a bad film, but I think it's reached a point where it's sort of gone The Room level bad, where it's so bad it's bonkers.
The Room level, nothing will ever be on Room level.
I agree, but I'm saying it's not far off that.
I think it's as well because this is a holiday film again. Everyone brings out every Christmas. Mm-hmm. It's got like a cult status. It's fabulous.
Christmas is a cult.
It is.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Oh, I love Christmas.
You ready to jingle your bells?
Let's do this.
Let's do this. This sits with a rotten, not an IMDb average of 34. Oh! Guess out of how many?
10.
No.
5.
100.
Oh my god.
Which is bad.
Yes.
Yes, but even at the time, is this bad?
It must have been. So even though I used to watch Christmas films every year with my family, this was never one of them that I watched.
Mm-hmm. How many times have you watched this in your life?
This might be the 3rd time.
Excellent. Okay.
But I remembered it quite frequently. And I've also watched Nostalgia Critics' version of this.
Okay, yeah,
which is really good, to be fair.
Yeah, when he was good.
Back when he was good.
Yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger, big action star from the 80s.
Yes.
Well, late 70s. And
yeah.
Carried up big in the 80s, and then obviously a few bangers in the 90s. But I think this is the start of his downfall.
You do?
Yeah, because this is the year before Batman and Robin.
Okay.
And I feel like he had this, and then Batman and Robin, and I think Last Action Hero wasn't far behind.
Oh, okay.
Was around this time, and that's not very good either, apparently.
He's made some poor choices.
The thing about Arnie, let's call him Arnie, we're on first name terms.
Yeah.
The thing about Arnie is, when he started, he was obviously like Terminator, and like Conan, I don't know about Conan, but Terminator, he didn't have many lines.
Yes.
And, which is great.
I've seen Conan.
Did he have many lines to say in that?
No, we just had like the world's smallest pants on.
Oh.
It was rather disturbing.
I'd like to think he was wearing the same pants under his costume.
I think he was.
Yeah, okay.
I can confirm he was.
Oh, you can confirm?
I can, yes. I've looked.
I'm sorry, I just noticed on the IMDb page it says Jingle All The Way, and then guess what the original title of this was called?
Wait.
Jingle All The Way.
Isn't that the same thing?
Yes, it's exactly the same.
What?
Well, you've changed nothing! This is an hour and 29 minutes long.
And I like that.
And I like that a lot because you could fit 7 Jingle All The Ways into one Hunger Games Songbirds and Snakes.
Yeah, so basically we went to see Songbirds and Snakes yesterday.
Stonksbirds!
And it's such a long film.
It was a good watch, but Jesus Christ, that was the longest film I've ever seen.
No, I was afraid it's the longest film ever to exist, ever. It's terrible.
Okay.
Sorry, spoilers, it's
But
shit.
this is an hour and a half, and I feel like it does a lot with its runtime.
I think it does. And do you think as well it was kept short to keep families and like children entertained for longer?
I think maybe kids' films in the 90s were just an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Like, that was enough.
That's all you needed. You didn't need any crap added on.
Yeah. I feel like films have lost that a little bit.
Yeah.
Family films, anyway.
Yeah, I think family films now have to have more of a meaning and all this sort of thing. You can still have family films that pack a punch, that have a meaning, but they're fun.
Do you think this packs a punch?
I mean, it's fun. It goes one of two ways usually.
Okay.
This is quite fun.
This is fun, but for the wrong
And it's
reasons.
silly, and I love it.
Do you think anyone's proud of this film?
I don't know.
Should we ask them?
Yes.
Okay. We'll get back.
Yeah, we'll get back to you on
that
that. What
one,
they say, yeah.
If any of the cast or crew of Jingle All The Way are listening to this, what was that like?
Oh, it looked like it must have been fun to film.
Do you think so? I don't think
the
so.
The extras look like they're having a blast watching the parade scene at the end.
I think everyone understands the job they're given to do. I think the only one who's not really in on the joke is Arnie.
He's playing it a bit too...
He's playing it a bit straight.
Yeah.
He's trying to deliver some good acting here, which I don't think is in his repertoire.
Yeah, when he's doing the good father stuff, like when he's trying to bond with his child in the beginning, it just comes across as really cheesy and forced.
There's a scene like towards the end where he's chilling out with the reindeer, and he looks at a drawing that his son did, and then it cuts to him and he's like crying. But it looks like those tears have been sort of like put onto his face.
They've been dabbed onto his eyes, haven't they?
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, Jamie.
Well, I was waiting for this. I've had to listen to this, ladies and gentlemen, in the cinema.
If I talk about this film, I can't go without saying 2 things.
Here they come. Number 1.
Put that cookie down! Thank you.
Indeed, that was very good. Number 2.
Jamie! just the name Jamie. Jamie, who is a friend of mine, came on for the Cat in the Hat episode.
Yeah.
If I ever wanted to get mad at her or just to piss her off, because we work together, I would often say Jamie.
And did she like it?
I don't know. Probably not. We haven't spoke for a while.
You should ask.
I should ask.
Yes.
Okay.
Because she probably hates you now.
What's this film about? Really? Because I don't think the title gives away what it's about.
It doesn't, no. And I think that's what's really odd about it. Because I didn't know what this film was about growing up.
Okay.
It wasn't until a bit later on. I think I was watching 100 Greatest Christmas Movies. And this was number 7 or something like that.
This was number 7?
It was in the top 10.
Honestly, I couldn't name you 10 Christmas movies.
And when they mentioned what it was about, I thought, oh, actually, I would give that a watch.
Okay.
So this is about a father who is a bit like the father from Hook, isn't he? He's not turning up to any of his son's stuff.
There's
It's
quite
being a bit of a letdown.
I think a few films from the 90s, I think that's quite a big thing.
Big plot point, yeah.
Where there's a businessman who needs to spend more time with his family.
Yeah, so
Were just a lot of kids just left to it in the 90s?
I don't know, but a lot of films seem to do it.
Were you left alone as a child?
I wasn't, no. It was actually the opposite way around. My mum was the one always working. She had 2 jobs.
Oh. So she jingled all the way.
She jingled all the way.
Okay.
So he's trying to make it up to his son because he's not been turning up to any of his stuff, like his big karate.
Karate?
Karate?
What's that?
I don't know. I said Pilates and karate at the same time. It's karate.
Karate. Yeah.
Presentation.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't show.
Doesn't show.
So he finds out that his son really wants Turbo Man for Christmas.
A quick thing as to who Turbo Man is, please.
So Turbo Man is he's a bit radioactive man, isn't he?
But that's not a real thing.
It is to me. It's a bit like Iron Man, isn't he?
It's very Power Rangers.
Yeah, it's like it's the thing. It's what all the kids are watching on TV in this film. They all love Turbo Man.
Yeah.
And it turns out, he wants a doll for Christmas. However, Turbo Man is the hottest toy around, and it's Christmas Eve. You can't find it anywhere.
Yeah, and we were talking about this as we left the cinema, not like the world. Trying to think of like when times in our life where toys were big and sold out and stuff.
Yeah, because I really remember this with the Cabbage Patch dolls.
And we said like they were big in the 80s and they came back in the 90s.
But like I remember hearing about people just fighting over themselves to get hold of these dolls.
Yeah.
That are creepy, guys.
I think everything that every toy that sort of people have wanted has been a little bit creepy. Because the next one I remember is Furby.
I remember the Spice Girls dolls. Everybody seemed to want as well.
Yeah.
They were like gold dust because no one wanted posh. Let's throw that
Whoa,
out there.
whoa. Victoria Beckham.
Yeah, no one wanted that doll because she just had on the little black dress. Everyone wanted the others because they were more memorable. Do you know what I mean? Everyone wanted Jerry. Couldn't get hold of that one.
Yeah.
So I remember the crush of families trying to get hold of these presents, and that's what Jingle All The Way does. It shows the kind of craziness that families and parents are going out and doing in order to get toys for their children.
It's commercialism.
It is, and to be fair, they hit the nail on the head with some of the things that I know my mum definitely saw when she used to work in retail over Christmas, which meant that we always got the toys that we wanted.
Oh, we are proud, aren't we?
I never got the Mr. Frosty, though.
What do you mean, Mr. Frosty?
Do you remember Mr. Frosty?
Oh, the ice lolly maker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never had one of those. Should we buy one?
Yeah, I think we should.
We can do what we
If I
want
don't-
with our adult
Right,
money.
guys, it's my birthday on the 20th of December. If I don't get a Mr. Frosty, I'm going to be really upset.
Joke's on you, you've got 5.
Yes!
One for each flavour. I don't know how many flavours.
No one knows how many flavours it has.
I think it's a good thing to do. I don't know any other Christmas film that leans heavily on commercialism as its big thing.
No, I think is this the only one that does it?
I mean, there's a second Jingle All The Way.
I've not even heard of it.
No one's heard of it. It's less about Santa and the miracle of Christmas and bringing families together. It's literally about this kid wants a toy, gets the toy.
Yeah, that's what it's about. It's about families going
Yeah.
crazy to get the toys that they want for their
Because
kids.
it turns out love can be bought.
Yes.
Yes.
So he's trying to make it up to him. I mean, they try and add on the Santa thing, don't they, with him saying, "Oh yeah, what do you want from Santa?" And that's when he mentions that he wants the doll.
Yeah.
As his dad, he should have known he wanted that doll.
Yeah, but the film doesn't go... It doesn't show us that, okay, months ago, Turbo Man is this big thing. It's just like, oh, it's like Christmas Eve, and I told you a long time ago that you had to get this toy. And I was like, well, okay, well, when? Because that's news to us as well, the audience. So I don't think she did.
You don't think she did?
No.
But to be fair, as the mum, who's supposed to be really close to Jamie,
Yeah.
surely she'd have gone out and got the doll.
Close to who?
I can't say it.
Jamie! Okay, you're gone.
I can't do it justice like that, guys.
This is the only Rita Wilson film I've ever seen.
I don't think you have. I think you've seen other films.
I couldn't name any other Rita Wilson film.
I'm pretty sure she's in Runaway Bride.
I haven't seen Runaway Bride. Okay, let me go through some Rita Wilson classics.
That we all know and love.
Rita Wilson is known for Jingle All The Way. That's top 1.
Yeah.
Sleepless in Seattle.
I've not seen it.
Runaway Bride. She's in Asteroid City.
Oh, banger. Everyone see that film.
Okay, yeah. So I have seen another Rita Wilson film.
I was saying to you, I feel like she's like the dad in Home Alone. She's got one of those faces you feel like you've seen in everything. But they've really not done a great deal.
I hope Tom Hanks doesn't feel that way about her.
That's his wife, isn't it?
They're married.
Yeah.
So, when do you think they met? Sleepless in Seattle.
Yeah.
Right.
That was a good question.
Sleepless in Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah, Phil Hartman's in this, who is... halfway through the film, you turned to me and went, is that Troy McClure? Yes, that's Troy McClure.
You may remember me from such films as Jingle All The Way.
Yeah. Did you know the tragic story of Phil Hartman?
No.
Do you genuinely not know it?
No.
Okay.
Did he die in a speedboat accident?
No. Okay. Quick thing. Obviously, whenever Christmas comes up, anyone talks about Fairy Tale of New York, and Kirsty McCall, the tragedy of Kirsty McCall.
Yeah.
She died in a speedboat accident.
Which is tragic.
That is very sad.
But it's brought up every year.
It's been brought up this year by us because Shane McGowan has also passed away. They did a duet. Mm-hmm. And we, as a joke, like maybe 5 minutes after he died, went, oh, it's that speedboat again.
It's the same speedboat.
So we think the speedboats have got this sort of like Jaws of the Revenge type.
Vendetta against Christmas.
A lust for blood, as it were.
It does.
Yeah. Damn speedboats.
Damn them speedboats.
Anyway, Phil Hartman was killed by his wife.
Really?
Do you not? Honestly, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. It was huge.
That's shocking.
He died in 98, so 2 years after this. Mm-hmm. After 2 divorces, Hartman married Bryn Omdahl in 1987, with whom he had 2 children. However, their marriage was troubled due to Phil's busy work schedule on SNL and Bryn's drug and alcohol abuse. In 1998, while Phil was sleeping in his bed, Bryn shot and killed him and later killed herself. Merry Christmas, everyone!
That's awful. I had no idea.
That's why Troy McClure is like barely in The Simpsons anymore.
Oh,
I say barely, he's not.
He's such a great character as well.
I never liked Troy McClure.
Oh, I do. I think he has some really funny lines.
What did you think to him in this as the neighbour who has a...
He's a bit like the Ned Flanders-y neighbour in that he's always too good. He's good at everything.
Stupid sexy Flanders.
Stupid sexy Flanders. Yeah, and he starts hitting on his wife.
Rita Wilson.
Wilson. He's trying to get all in there. He's never going to have a chance.
No. But he's quite a bachelor because he's divorced in this.
Yes, they're all like, all the neighbourhood ladies that, oh, put this up for me. I can fix it.
And then Rita Wilson's like, oh, I'm not bothered by this.
Yeah, so it's the ones that are not interested that you want.
But Hartman's sort of encroaching on Arnie's private time.
Yes, he's using the fact that Arnie isn't spending time with the family as a way to try and get on in.
Yeah. Does it work? No!
No, but it could have done if he'd have carried on being a bit of a dick.
Could have done, and then Rita Wilson could have killed him and then later herself.
No. Oh, no.
Arnie then goes, I'm going to stop at nothing to get this Turbo Man. He picks up the catchphrase quite quickly.
Yeah, he does.
Like, he's only just learnt about Turbo Man, and straight away he's like, I know his catchphrase. Mm-hmm. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So he's a good father.
Yes, he's listened to what Jake has said, finally. Jamie, sorry, I don't know.
Well, it's funny you should call him Jake, because that is the actor's name.
Is that his name? Yeah.
Obviously, now again, we've got to address an elephant in the room. We don't want to make fun of children who can't act, and we've said in the Phantom Menace episode that, it's not always the child's fault that I
think a lot of it's to do with how they're directed, truth be told.
Correct. But Jake Lloyd obviously went on to do Phantom Menace, Anakin Skywalker, and I think his acting in this is far worse.
To be honest, though, as far as like Christmas film children go, or as far as film children acting goes, he didn't irritate me.
Did he not?
No, I thought he was cute.
He pissed me right off.
Oh no, I thought he was cute. His end part, when his character's just like, yeah, everything's okay, made me go, oh no. But again, that's sloppy writing.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess.
And I thought he was cute.
Okay, all right, with his little buzz cut.
Oh, it's a shame because I feel like if what happened during Phantom Menace hadn't have happened, I think he could have had more of a career.
I think he could have got better for sure.
Yeah.
I just want to do a quick thing as well because I'm pretty sure one of the producers on this was a certain man.
Certain man.
Well, the producers were Chris Columbus, who directed Home Alone,
Harry Potter,
and Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But also, Mr. Mark Radcliffe is a producer. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm not going to say. Oh no! Turns out no relation to Daniel Radcliffe.
No.
Good. I just thought I needed to.
It would kind of made sense though, because obviously Daniel Radcliffe was already acting when he was spotted, wasn't he?
He was in David Copperfield or something.
Yeah, it was that role, wasn't it? That got him Harry Potter.
And he played David Copperfield
as a baby.
Arnie goes to the toy store, and he's like, "I really want the Double Man." And I can't get one. Sold out. Sold out months ago, Arnie.
Yeah, so they're queuing outside the shop, and he meets Marion.
Sinbad. Not the sailor.
Not the sailor.
Sinbad is a comedian of the 90s.
He is indeed.
That's all I know about him.
I don't know anything else about him. To be honest, I don't like his character.
Well, who is his character?
His character's just some random mailman who's also, because he's been working all December, because Peter's been delivering presents and cards and stuff, he's not been able to get the time he's needed to go shopping for his son or child. He never mentions what gender his child is. So he's also queuing for this doll as well. Mm-hmm. And then he decides to basically... To be honest, he tries underhand tactics from the beginning on Arnie to try and get the doll.
Yeah. He goes off on a bit of a rant, which is just Sinbad's stand-up, and it happens a few times, where the camera's just on Sinbad and he's just doing his thing. Like, I hate people who leave the bin next to the mailbox.
It's all a bit OTT for me.
Do you not feel sorry for him, though, a little bit? Because, like, Arnie's a businessman. I never feel sorry for a businessman.
Yeah, it's like you could have had secretaries go out and fetch you this doll.
Exactly. But I do feel bad for people who have a job where they're not gonna see their family. They're not gonna have time to spend with their family.
Yeah, and so that's why he's out looking for the doll. But the tactics he tries, though, I mean, I know you'll try anything for your kids, but it just got annoying after a bit.
But that's the plot of the movie.
It is. I mean, it's later on. It's where he starts to really irritate me.
Okay, yeah. I just want to give a quick shout out to the bit where they're queuing outside the shop, and it's 2 minutes to 9. They open at 9.
Yeah.
And the person who works the store and opens the store is like, you got 2 minutes yet.
Everyone, that's James.
I just think that's such a huge flex that we, retail workers, can give back to society and really put people in their place.
Really humble people quite quickly.
Do you know what I mean, though? I'm not open yet.
Not open just yet, no.
Oh, can't let you in yet.
You're a bit early. Yeah.
Jog on.
It's like when you're getting ready to leave at night and someone walks in at 2 minutes to and you're like, what?
What are you doing?
Get out!
Yeah. I don't think the retail workers are the villains in this. I think they're, if anything, the saviours. Because they're just doing their job. They
are, and I mean, especially how when he goes to the second shop, Arnie, after having his little scuffle with Marion, and they both miss out on the dolls. He drives around, doesn't find the doll, so he ends up going to the mall where they've apparently got some dolls.
They've got a late delivery.
Yeah. The retail workers are all stood with these buckets and like lottery numbers.
Yeah.
For this small selection. I mean, there's no other way that they can do it. And people go crazy and they're acting in such a terrible way.
I know.
But that's also how we see it on Black Friday, that people treat retail
I don't think it's that far-fetched.
No,
honestly.
It's not.
Yeah.
No.
Was it far-fetched in 1996?
No, I don't think so.
It's very American. No offence to people. This gets listened to in America.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? Hello, Americans.
Hello.
But the way you guys do Christmas and Black Friday and all that stuff, it's ridiculous. Black Friday in England is so dull, right?
It comes at a specific time though in America because it's after Thanksgiving, isn't it?
Yes.
So it's a bit like Boxing Day.
Yeah.
But they don't. But the difference is here, as opposed to like America, is that they really slash prices.
Right.
Like they are like literally like dirt cheap. That's why people go so crazy because you could do all your Christmas shopping on Black Friday.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very different. It's just different cultures.
It's just different, yeah. But the way that people treat each other, that needs to change.
And
that's the message of Christmas.
And we're the ones that are going to do it. Okay. They have little balls with like numbers on. I assume it's like a lottery. A lottery. It's like Hamilton tickets.
Yeah.
So these retail workers just go, okay, if you're going to behave like this, we're just going to chuck these balls in the air.
No, they don't. I think they get tackled.
No, honestly, I was watching very closely because
You're one of them.
I'm one of them. Right? And later they're getting tackled and stuff, but then they just go, all right, fuck this, and they throw them all. That's why they all go so far. And the bouncy balls as well, which is very difficult to catch.
Oh, the bouncy balls of the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember them getting them out of the 20p machines.
Yeah.
Oh.
20p.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh, what a time to be alive.
Oh.
So Arnie does get a ball, but then Mr. Marion, mailman,
that sort of tackles
him, yeah, to get the ball.
And then Arnie's like, he's got two balls!
So people in the shop go mad.
Yeah.
Tackle him, and then the ball drops off and it starts bouncing its way around the mall.
We do get the
Nutcracker music, yeah.
Is that the Nutcracker? Okay,
yeah.
thank you. I was like, that's from Home Alone, but it's something else more important.
No, it's Nutcracker.
Nutcracker?
Because it's in the public domain, guys, you can use it without paying any royalties.
I'm going to use it in this. Can I?
You don't have to pay the royalties.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Nutcracker. Yeah, and then there's a weird bit where like a kid gets it and it's a little girl, and then Arnie chases her through this
playground. Yeah.
And then he lands in a ball pit and he's like, "Oh, come here, little girl, give me the ball."
And she puts the ball in her mouth, and so he tries to. He slaps her cheeks, doesn't he?
Well, he grabs it, yeah.
Yeah.
And then all these
mums start twatting him, as they should, because you can't go around grabbing other people's children.
On those grounds alone. He should have been arrested.
Yeah.
Everyone in this film should have been arrested.
They should have been arrested.
Yeah. Rita Wilson, criminal. Phil Hartman, criminal. Also dead. J.K. Lloyd, criminal.
Aww.
Lock them all up. They're all as bad as each other.
They're all as bad. So yeah, so he ends up getting twatted by the mums, and then a Santa Claus at the mall overhears what's happened.
This is, okay. Yeah.
And he's like, "Hey,
you want to buy some?
Do you want to buy a sundial?
We've got lumps of it round the back."
We've got a Turbo Man.
Quick thing. This is a Belushi.
It is indeed.
It's not the good one.
No, it's not.
I just needed to get that out there. It's James.
Yeah. There's no good Jameses.
What? I watched a video on Instagram and it was asking girls, like, what's the worst name for a boy? Everyone said James.
Oh, it sucks to be me, doesn't it?
Sucks to be me? You're not James!
Yeah, but I'm the girl with a James.
Are all Jameses that bad?
Yes.
God damn it. Anyway, so yeah, Jim Belushi goes James. We're Jim. Yeah. Jim among friends. Yeah, we've got some Turbo Man, don't worry about it.
So they end up so he ends up following these Santa and his elf to these this really like weird back alley.
This warehouse
where there's all these people who clearly work at malls as Santas.
No, I think they are all genuine Santas.
They're not.
I refuse to believe any of them.
But they're clearly kind of going after parents that are late in buying presents and saying, "Oh, we've got this," and they're all just knockoffs and crap, aren't they? They're just tat, basically.
I think the Turbo Man he gets to speak. It's a Spanish one, and it's also broken in the box.
Yeah, so it's like it's poorly made. It's an imitation.
Yeah, just a quick thing as well. I just think it's really funny when there's more than one Santa in the room. I've told you this before. I don't find anything funnier than seeing two Santas. I've seen it once where, like, you know the Santas in the shopping centres and stuff? There was one on duty, clocked in, and then another Santa came and took him off shift, and all the kids were like, "What?" And I was just like, that's the funniest thing. No, nothing's ever going to... Because how do you explain that?
You don't.
You don't.
No.
I think Home Alone did a good thing, where it was like, I know you're not Santa, but I know you work for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas this is like, everyone's Santa.
Yeah.
But if they work in this warehouse, why are they just all dressed as Santa still?
I did think that. Maybe it's just to keep him with the vibe of watching a festive film, James.
It's festive, and I'm festivized.
Festivized.
Yes. Made up a word, don't worry about it.
So basically, after Arnie finds out the toy he's basically just paid £300 for is absolute shit and it breaks apart, he starts to have a fight with these Santas.
Oh my god. Is it the best thing put to film?
No, later on is with the reindeer.
Oh, do you think?
Yeah.
I quite like the Santa fights.
You like the Santa fights because you got to see Santa nipples.
You get the big Santa, you get the small one, you get all the elves. Everyone gets involved.
Oh, they all get involved.
They have a pylon. It's awesome.
It's so silly, but it's so funny. And then they get raided by the police.
And this is good improv. I'm gonna discuss this because I think Christmas films is a time where improv is important.
Okay.
And I would like to give you two examples.
Okay.
One is this, because Arnie grabs they get raided by the police, and he sees like a toy...
Like police badge.
Police badge. And then he's like, on the top of his head, he's like, I was undercover. Don't worry about it. You guys have ruined my operation. And then he just walks out the building. Yeah. I think that's genuinely, like, good thinking on your feet there, sir.
Yeah, and he looks legitimate as well in what he's wearing.
Yeah. He's sort of wearing what Kevin McAllister's dad's wearing.
Yeah, he is. He's got that kind of cashmere coat on. It's all very,
But then the other one is Die Hard. again festive, where John McClane catches Hans Gruber
And he pretends to
and
be
he's like, "Oh God, like, that's really like."
Please help me. Yeah.
Everyone's good at improv in the Christmas season.
People just change.
It's the season of yes and.
It is indeed.
He's down on his luck. Oh, he's not having a good time. I'm going to go to a diner and have a coffee, he says.
Well, he tries to ring his family again while he's in the diner. He wants to get hold of his wife, basically, to tell her that he's fucked up and he hasn't got this doll.
Yeah, his wife's having time with Phil Hartman, not being shot. And Phil Hartman's got a reindeer again.
Poor Jamie picks up the phone to his dad and he's really excited that his dad's on the phone.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to call. You come into the parade with me. And he just shouts at him.
Yeah.
Put your mum on. But Dad, I want to talk to you. Put your mum on.
But I think it's really, like, he flips, like, instantly. Arnie.
Yeah.
He's like, put your mother on! Oh, Jamie, I didn't mean it.
Oh, I'm fed up on fucking Turbo Man.
Yeah, I'm sick of Turbo Man! Oh, Jamie.
So poor Jamie's like, what's me dad saying?
Yeah. And
So as he quite rightfully should, he puts the phone down on him. And to be honest, he deserved that.
yeah, and then Rita Wilson comes in,
And
holds
she
her
agrees.
arms, looks at the phone and goes, Howard.
Not again, Howard.
What a waste of Wilson.
Wasted Wilson.
Does Tom Hanks like Rita Wilson because she reminds him of the ball from Castaway?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Right, okay. Sinbad then joins Arnie at the diner. They share a coffee.
They do.
And then they listen on the radio. Well, you get a bit more Sinbad improv.
Yeah, tell you about how he was let down by his dad when he was younger.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, me too.
So there's a lot of this kind of dad stuff, isn't there?
I think it's really deep rooted though, because have you ever had a Christmas where you really asked for something or really wanted something and never got it?
I was always grateful though for what I'd got.
Yeah, I was never like, oh, this is the worst Christmas ever because I didn't get what I got.
Because even being young, I knew that my mum and dad weren't well off, and I knew that my mum was working too. I always knew. Like my earliest memories, my mum was always worked. We always worked 2 jobs at Christmas to have the money to give us presents.
Yeah.
So we used to go through the Argos catalogue picking what we wanted because mum would obviously get that discount.
The Argos catalogue, for those who don't know, you know,
Oh,
like
it was a
the
blessed time.
Argos website. Imagine that, but on paper.
And the book was magical.
Oh God, everyone had one. It was like the Bible of Christmas, wasn't it?
Oh, it was.
Woo!
And all you did was you had to go and tick what you wanted for Christmas, and then your parents would buy it. Nothing
Yeah.
that you asked for. But you know what? It was still good. I still had a good time.
I think if someone gave me an Argos catalogue now, I think I could turn straight to the Lego pages. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you'd be okay with that.
You're like, okay, it's like 3/4 of the way back. Boom, turn Lego, and then you got video games.
But even as a child, I believed I got some little presents from Santa. My mum always used to tell me and my sister it was the stockings we got from Santa.
Oh, okay.
So it was like the little bits and bobs.
Yeah.
And the big presents we knew were from them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good
So
way
it was
of doing
like, we were always really grateful.
My parents gave up on that quite early.
Did they?
They were just like, here are your presents. There was just one Christmas where it just went to shit. So they listen on the radio, and they've got the radio station's gonna give away the first person to ring in and tell us like the names of the reindeer.
Names of all Santa's reindeer.
Yeah, gets a Turbo Man, and then they're like, okay, they go for the phone. They have a big fight, Sinbad and Arnie. I thought that genuinely one of the funniest jokes in this was Arnie just running. Just like, Comet, Cupid, Dasher.
Try and catch up with me, you
I could do
fucker.
someday!
Yeah.
And Sinbad's just way behind. Goes to the radio station. And is like, I know all the reindeer!
Yeah.
The DJ's like, dialing 911. Sorry.
Yeah.
And then Arnie just kicks the door down.
I know them all. Where's the doll?
Yeah, he just walks in. There's Dasher, Dancer, Donna, Blitzen. Comet, Cupid, Donna, and Blitzen.
Yeah.
Wait, no, that can't be right.
It doesn't matter. Either way.
And
He says all of them.
yeah, turns out that he's got them there on false pretenses. Mm-hmm. But not before Sinbad really brings the mood down.
He does, yeah. With he comes in with all of his packages that don't belong to him. His post.
Yeah.
Why is he carrying people's post around? Still, I don't know. We should leave that shit in his car.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know why he brings it. But he says that one of them's a bomb, and everyone believes him.
Yeah.
It turns out it isn't. It's actually a nice jewellery box. It should have been sent first class.
Mm-hmm.
Next day delivery.
And they're like, what are you doing? You can't pick a bomb.
And then the police come in, and he does the same joke again.
Not before they find out it's not a Turbo Man they could have won at the station. It's a coupon.
It's a gift certificate to get the doll once it's back in stock.
And then he pulls the same stuff again with a different package.
Yeah.
And all the police are there. This policeman's been after Arnie for a while.
Yeah, a couple of times Arnie's come up against him.
They've crossed paths.
Yeah.
Every time the policeman's come out, not on top.
No, he has come out on top. He gave him the parking ticket.
Yeah, but then
he delayed him when he knocked his bike over.
But then there's a bomb at stake. And this policeman goes, "Oh, don't worry about it. I was in the bomb squad for a while."
And then boom.
And then this isn't a package. This is just a regular toy or whatever. A bomb goes off, and I remember it differently. I remember seeing the bomb explode and the building explode.
I don't because I've not seen it a lot.
Maybe they cut it for modern audiences.
Maybe.
Oh well. Arnie goes back and he's like, "Okay, game over.
Yeah.
Going back to my Rita Wilson." He's like, "Okay." But he sees Phil Hartman, who was killed by his wife, and Rita Wilson like putting the Christmas decorations up
at his house, and he then remembers what his neighbour had told him, that he had bought the doll already for his son, and it was under the tree.
It's under my Christmas tree.
So Arnie goes, quite shockingly, to his next door neighbour's house to steal the doll from his neighbour from under the tree.
Not before causing a mess.
He kind of has a bit of a change of heart because he's like, "Oh, I'm stealing from a child here. I shouldn't be doing this."
Yeah. He's like, "What am I doing?"
But the reindeer...
Oh, this reindeer, right?
Just spots him and it just starts causing shit in the house.
Well, this reindeer has hated Arnie from the get-go. So
Yes.
I feel like maybe reindeers can pick up on bad vibes.
Yes.
Because I get bad vibes from Arnie in this.
Yeah.
'Cause
I'd bite him.
I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what to do with that sentence. So, yeah, this reindeer charges at him, gets into the house, and there's a big chase scene.
Yeah.
He sort of locks the reindeer in the room, but there's a fire started.
A fire starts somehow.
And then, like, there's a head of one of the nativity on fire, and then Arnie just kicks it out the window
At some carol singers.
It's ridiculous.
But it's amazing.
And then Rita Wilson's like, "Howard?" I'm pretty sure she hasn't got any other dialogue in this.
She just says Howard the entire time.
Yeah.
So he's basically caught by his neighbour, who was killed by his wife.
I'm just killed by his wife.
And his own wife.
Yeah.
Basically nicking presents. You'd have put the fucker down, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have incriminated yourself. How would you still be holding it?
Well, at that point, they've already seen him in the house.
Yeah, you see him in the house. You could say that you saw that something was on fire. You could have lied.
Yeah, but he's lied before. He's not very good at lying.
You just put the fucking present back under the tree, though, because that looks worse.
Yeah.
You could have said that the reindeer attacked you and you ended up in the house.
No one would believe that.
But they've seen all the shit the reindeer's caused.
Oh, yeah.
Because the reindeer comes for him directly after that scene as well, because it breaks out, doesn't it?
Did the reindeer also kick the head out the window?
Yes.
Okay. Don't know if that's something the reindeer can do.
But then, as the reindeer starts charging towards him, Arnie's just had enough.
This is your favourite bit of the film, isn't it?
And he punches the reindeer in the face.
The biggest, but like an Arnie punch as well.
It's an Arnie punch to the face.
Yeah.
And what noise does the reindeer make? I've never... That was almost as good as Jason Statham smacking that shark in the face.
He punched a shark this year.
He punched a shark this year in the face.
In real life, do you think?
No. You're not allowed to do that in real life.
I bet he would.
Statham looks like he punches everything. He walks down the fishmonger aisle at Morrison's.
Just punch
Boom!
it. Yeah.
Smack it.
He's a local lad.
He is. He's a local lad to us.
Yeah, he is.
Don't let him know you fish. Because he'll smack it.
So yeah, Arnie's like, "Oh, I'd rather die," and then he has a few beers with the reindeer. Meanwhile, Rita Wilson, who is still in this, and Phil Hartman, who was killed by his wife, go to the parade with the kids, and Phil Hartman makes a move on Rita Wilson.
And she's just like, ooh.
Yeah.
Troy McClure, keep away from me.
Yeah, have some eggnog.
And by this point, Arnie's had a change of plan. He's
Yep.
thinking, I need to be there for my son. And he goes to the parade and he sees this man again. Mr. I'm trying to steal your girl.
So he goes to sort that out, but the policeman rocks up again, and he gets chased into a warehouse, like a costume warehouse.
Which is where they're getting ready for the parade.
Yeah, and he's hiding. This parade, by the way, has different mascots. I spotted a few.
Yeah, it was proper nostalgia.
There was
Fun for me.
There was at least one Ninja Turtle. Snoopy was there. I saw no others.
But like other things that we knew growing up, like there was a Cabbage Patch doll there, wasn't there? And
Was there a Cabbage Patch on? Was that
yeah,
like
there was Paddington there.
Was that a Pippi Longstocking?
She was there as well.
Yeah.
But it's stuff that I remember
Yeah.
as a child growing up with.
More awesome stuff.
Yeah, Sonic was there.
Sonic was there.
Sonic was there.
Oh yeah. Can you imagine wasting your time with Turbo Man and Sonic's there?
Yeah, what a load of crap.
That's the most unrealistic part of this film, I think.
But basically, in this warehouse that he's been chased into, it's assumed that he is the actor about to play Turbo Man.
Tonight, the role of Turbo Man will be played by this random dude.
That we've just picked off the streets.
Yeah, who's exactly the same size as the other guy.
In a suit that's clearly custom made.
Yeah. I think the suit's quite good.
I think that I believe that he is actually Turbo Man.
I agree. Turbo Man is a sort of... I think it's implied that he's like a Buzz Lightyear thing.
A bit like that, yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, an all-star action hero. It's very Rocketeer. It's a little bit Iron Man. Mm-hmm. He's a man of...
He's the man of Turbo.
He's a Turbo Man. Yeah. But obviously... They give him this costume, and Arnie.
Well, he's put into it really without any say. They just whip his kegs down, and there he is.
Yeah. So where's this other guy? There must be another guy coming to replace the other guy.
He must be late or struggling to get through traffic or something like that. But
if that's your job,
they said that the first guy had an accident. So I wonder if the second one was ever going to show up at all.
It would have been funny if the first guy was like killed at the mall or something, or like had an accident in the mall.
Oh, that'd have been good. Like, you said a mall-related incident, trying to get hold
something
of
that Arnie did caused this guy to be late, and therefore, chaos theory.
It all connects.
It all connects. If I wrote Jingle All The Way, that bit would be different, but everything else would be the same.
Hold on, babe.
Thank you.
So he gets put into this costume, and then he comes out this float.
Yeah. He has this a sidekick called Booster.
Yeah.
No one likes Booster. That was very poochy.
Yeah, I quite liked it though.
Yeah, me too. And yeah, so what Turbo Man has to do is he has to wave for a bit. I think he really owns it.
He does, yeah.
Yes! I'm Turbo Man!
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he has a doll appears and he has to give it to a random kid.
In the audience, yeah.
And he spots his
own child.
Mr. Jake Lloyd. And he goes...
Do the line.
Can I?
You can do the line.
Jamie! Picks him from the crowd. It's like, Turbo... He knows my name!
He knows my name, guys!
So, he's finally got the doll, giving it to Jamie. But...
Marion's there again, and he dresses up as the villain.
Tonight, the role of the villain will be played by this random postman.
And he basically tries to steal the doll off Jamie in front of all these people.
Yeah.
But everyone believes it's a part of the act.
Because it's like, this is like the big...
It's a parade. So this is the big part that everyone's been waiting for.
This is the big float, yeah.
Yeah.
And they think this is... They put on a show.
They do, yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously we know that this is a grown-ass man trying to take a doll off of a child.
These are two grown-ass men fighting over a
doll.
toy. Yeah.
So it actually gets quite nasty when they're fighting. And again, Marion's chasing poor Jake Lloyd around trying to get this doll, and he chases him up onto a roof. And it's the way that when Jake's running across through the audience and stuff, no one's stopping what's about to happen.
Well, people think it's part of the show.
But I can tell it wasn't a part of the show, even though I knew.
Yeah.
That was never going to be right.
And Rita Wilson does nothing, by the way.
No, she just watches this happen, and she knows this shouldn't be happening.
She probably says her catchphrase.
Howard.
Yeah, yeah, probably goes onto the roof, and then that goes onto like a bit of decoration, and then that's falling off. So
and still, then Marion's trying to steal the fucking doll off of this child.
Yeah.
It's like you're both hanging for your life, and you're more interested in grabbing this piece of tat. And then made of plastic.
Some random commentator goes, "Use your jetpack and fly up there." And then, okay, I want to talk about this jetpack. That is military.
That is a military grade jetpack.
That should not be used for entertainment purposes.
Not whatsoever. No.
No, absolutely, because that's quite a good jetpack.
It is. It sends him through houses and.
He goes flying. What do you think to the visual effects on all that?
For the night, it's very 90s, isn't it?
It's 90s, but I don't think it's bad.
It's not terrible, but you can see where the green screens are and the...
I think Batman and Robin came out the year after this, and the CGI in that looks worse than the CGI in this.
It really does.
So I don't know what's going on. Also, it's quite a good parade. Where's the budget for this?
I don't know. Maybe it was a real parade that they...
And they just tacked up... We're filming Jingle All The Way, folks.
Can we film...
Yeah. Maybe that's how it works.
Well, it's how they filmed part of, The Star Is Born, isn't it? Oh, Glastonbury's already happening. We don't need all these extras. We can just have normal people.
That's quite a common practice, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, which is fair enough. Okay. So maybe it is a real
It could have
parade.
just been a real parade that was happening, and they said, "Oh, we're filming this movie. Do you want to be there to see it?" And obviously, Arnie's pretty big. I bet people came to see him.
Yeah. Jamie! Everyone's like, oh my god, that film's going to be amazing.
So after all this jetpack nonsense,
Sinbad gets the doll, falls to his death. No?
he doesn't fall to his death, sadly, which he should have done.
Oh, absolutely.
But Jamie's then about to fall to his actual death.
Yeah. And he's Anakin Skywalker next year.
He is indeed.
So Arnie sort of gets to grips with the jetpack, this military-grade jetpack,
Yeah.
and catches him midair. He's like, wow, Turbo Man. And he's like, don't worry, Jamie, I'm always gonna like be there for you.
Yeah.
This is Jake Lloyd has no idea that.
This is his dad.
Yeah, despite his very distinctive voice.
Despite the fact that all he's got is a visa covering his eyes, and you can see straight through it.
Yeah, it's the Clark
It's
the Clark
the
Kent
Clark
glasses.
Kent, yeah.
I laughed at that bit unintentionally because after like, I'm always going to be there for you, Jamie. Jake Lloyd makes the funniest noise. I can't remember what he does.
Is that funny that James cannot remember?
He sort of goes like, that. Yeah, and then the film sort of just fizzles out after that.
Yeah, they realised obviously it was his dad all along.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how did you know my name? He's like, oh, well, I am your father. They were going to do that.
Yeah, and then Marion, we find out he's been arrested, as he should be.
Correct. He had 2 bombs,
And
potentially.
this is Christmas Eve as well.
Yeah.
He's being arrested, and then Jake Lloyd decides, actually, you know what, I'm going to give him the doll.
Yeah.
After all that. And he's just like, thanks. We had a bit of tension on the roof. No, you flat out nearly killed this little boy.
Yeah.
All for a piece of tat.
What do you think his charges were?
Attempted manslaughter. I don't know.
I think 1 for the bomb, 1 for the bomb threat, 1 for GBH, 1 for chasing child, and therefore that child would need therapy after this, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, that child nearly died, so that's...
Yeah.
He also injured the man that should have been in that costume, because he tied him up.
Tied him up, so that's hostage taking.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's called. But yeah, I'd say a good 20 years. But as long as he's got his...
That man's in trouble.
Oh, God, yeah.
Is it worth it? Is it worth being in prison?
His kid's got the toy.
Oh, he's got this toy to remember me by while I'm in prison. It's like, your bail's going to cost you some money as well, sir. Like, come on, you made poor choices.
He ain't getting out on bail. There's no way. But Jake Lloyd's like, oh, I don't need the doll anymore. I've got the real thing
one
back home.
at home.
2 things. That suit is not yours. You can't just have that. He's not Turbo Man.
I think it's made like my dad's a superhero sort of a thing.
Sorry.
No, the 90s aesthetic.
Okay, and another thing. If I was Arnie, I'd be like, I've gone through hell to get that doll for you. You are not giving it away.
Especially to this creep who tried to kill you.
Yeah, and tried to kill me as well.
Yeah, no, you can't have shit. He gets what he deserves.
He
for
had
acting that
a
way.
bomb. This should be called Bomb All the Way.
Yeah, that's not a good kind of film. But no, so then it ends with like your cheesy 90s end of movie sort of thing. Do you know when people would like jump in at a freeze frame?
Yeah.
This is an on the shoulders job.
Yeah.
It's all very cringe.
Arnie
Feel good.
Arnie finally has time with his son and then gets ripped away from him
By the crowd for being Turbo Man.
Yeah, and then the film ends.
Yeah.
What a movie.
What a time to be alive.
Honestly, I like it. And I don't know whether it's because it's so bad or if I think it's doing its comedy well.
Do you think you've got a bit of nostalgia glasses on a little bit?
No, because I'm not nostalgic for this film. I remember...
But the things in it are quite nostalgic, aren't they? I think?
Yeah, I always remember bits. I never remember all of it. Obviously, put the cookie down.
Everyone knows that.
If I was to ever put a cookie down, I would do it as such.
As should everybody.
Correct. But no, I'm not nostalgic about it. I don't think it's really that festive.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I didn't come out of it feeling full of Christmas joy.
No.
It was just like a good feel-good family film sort of thing, if anything.
It's a time capsule of the 90s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. And it's especially for us when I think it feels quite real because we've kind of lived through a lot of the crazy toy stuff. Nowadays you don't get that because everyone does it online.
Yeah. Well, it's not the same. I miss it. We should all jingle all the way.
Because nowadays if you can't find something, scalpers have already got them online and you can still get it.
They should redo this for PS5s.
Yes,
Maybe that's what the second one's about.
Maybe, yeah.
Jingle All the Way, better than Space Jam.
Yeah.
I think it is as well.
Yeah.
Whether it's intentional or not.
It's better than Space Jam. Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
I don't think it's a good film.
It's not a good film, and neither Space Jam.
Hang on, whoa.
Everyone knows You said it's mid at best.
It's mid at best.
That's why we use it as the midpoint.
Oh, I hate you using my own medicine against me.
Oh, well.
No!
It's the way it be.
You've won on a technicality there, and I don't like it.
Ha.
But yeah, this is better than Space Jam. I wouldn't say this was a Christmas classic.
No, but it's something that I would like to revisit yearly. I feel like I could do that.
I could do that. It's an hour and a half. It's fun time. It's bad Arnie acting, but he punches a reindeer. Loads of Santas get in a fight. There are some decent jokes here.
Yeah, there's some good slapstick.
Yeah.
Now when he ends up with his face in the glass, I quite liked that bit, and I don't know why.
That was terrible.
I know, but I quite liked it.
Okay. Well,
I like crap things like that though. They impress me.
And on that, that's Jingle All The Way.
Jingle All The Way, guys.
Next week, I think it's Home Alone.
We did Home Alone or Gremlins.
No, we've already done the Gremlins.
Oh, I see.
So I think maybe Home Alone. I think we might leave Home Alone. Maybe the Grinch.
Okay, I like the Grinch a bit closer to Christmas though.
We'll swap it round then.
I like Home Alone. Oh my god, it's so hard.
Oh, it's very difficult. Too festive. That was Jingle All The Way. We've jangled. We've jangled. What's the past tense of jingle?
Jangle.
I am jingling. I've jangled.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
We jangled all the way.
We jangled all the way, yeah.
Okay, good. We hope you jangled too. Thanks for jangling with us. Jangling's going to make its way into my vocabulary.
Please don't.
Every day. Oh, I'm gonna jangle the shit out of this.
Shit, no.
I'll be a jangly time.
Oh, I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah,
What's about to happen?
See you next week, folks.
Bye-bye.
Put the cookie down! Bill Hartman was killed by his wife.
Shut up.